Welcome to episode number 2 of the SoCal series, and in today's episode, this train right here, this KCK to Barstow, needs to get sent over the hump and sorted. These two rear DPUs need to be pulled off and then brought over to the fueling rack over here and put on this track right here. And then after the train finishes sending the cars over the hump, these 4 lead units need to be put into the storage yard, the power storage yard, which is right here. And you can put them on this track right here at the top. This one here. Over here at the hump controller, if I go down to the ground, and for me I hit H and then C, I reinstalled the Barstow, the default Depot plus Barstow hump configuration. And I put a link in Google Drive where you can download that version as well. Make sure that you have that version. So back up yours first, and then before you send this train over, make sure you've got that most recent hump configuration. So we got to find the KCK. Turn the tags on here. This is Stockton, and that one is Watson Yard. And this is, so I think it's this one here. You can see our yard's already getting pretty full. We got a lot of work to do. All right, here's our first supply train, Kansas City to Barstow. So that's what we're going to send over the hump now. And before I do that, I got to change this to hump. It can be capitalized, lowercase. You can put a space and then type first one. I spell it wrong, it doesn't matter. But just the point, I'm just showing you. You could put anything in there as long as the word hump is in there separate of the other stuff. It'll work. But before I do that, I'm in control of it. And I need to, oh, you know what? We can't even send it yet because we got DPUs on there. And I also need to make sure that so here, see how it says hump there? So that's our train, but I can't even get to the hump because we got this. Oh, this is the, let's jump over here. He's already back. Look at that. This is our LCal 1161 that just came in from Newberry. So we just got to wait for him to get past. But that's actually fine because we got to take the rear DPUs off anyways, and there might even be mid-train DPUs. So let's jump back over here and check out our train. So if I hit 5, this is the front. If I hit 5 again, here's the rear. So we definitely have these 2 on the rear that have to come off first. And I can either fly over the train or just open the tagger and quickly look. So we got these 2 on the rear, and then I can just scroll, just drag up. And if we have mid-train DPUs, they would show up here, but we don't. So I just got to pull these off the rear. So let's do that now. And currently, this is set up as a helper. It's really not set up at all because I loaded, and it'll be like this for you because you're loading up from a world save. So in order to get these off, what I need to do is set this as the lead unit temporarily. And then I can start, I'm just going to start these 2 on the rear. And I know here I got the isolation switch in run. It doesn't really matter even if I had it in start or isolate. I think if I hit this, it'll still start the engine, so I'll just leave it in run. And then this one I could start up. Make sure we got our MU connection is connected, so that's good. And the angle cocks are both open, so that's good. And then this should be an MU. And this should be... Oh, this is our lead unit. And then all the handbrakes are still applied, so that's perfect. So what I can do is just pull the handbrakes off of just these two units. And I don't even think... Oh, there is air in there. Well, that's really interesting because usually from a world save, these would all be real empty. Unless they updated something, because I know people have been complaining they want the air to stay. But I think that train was had been in for a while. But anyways, that's fine. That's good that there's air in there. So I'll just close this. And then I can pull away. Oh, I think these locomotives must have been not had any air in them. Let's see if I can pull forward. They must... Oh, there we go. I think... Let's see if I hop in here. Is the brake applied? No. I've got this brake warning, but that's just because there's handbrakes set on the other cars. Oh, did I not? I didn't uncouple. Oh, boy. Did I not? I thought I did. I must have forgotten. Okay, now let's pull these off here. And I'm going way too fast. Speed limit in here is 15. Actually, I should have that SD40 isolated. Let me check our routing here. So we're going this way. I want to flip that. And we'll go down this way, and then I'm going to send them up there. See if the tower, guys in the tower watching. Let me isolate this so we're not pushing with too much power. Also, let me know what you guys think. Do you like this kind of chase cam view where it, you go like this and it just kind of follows? What do you like better? Or maybe a mix. Maybe you like a little bit of both. But let me know. Do you like this better where you're on this camera that's locked on to a freight car locomotive, or do you prefer this mode where you kind of like do that and you're stationary and the train's moving around. Let me know your thoughts. And I'm going too fast again. So one thing I like to do here in the yard, because it's up to you, you know, if you want to move the trains around manually, absolutely go for it. But as you'll find, like when you're doing this kind of stuff and you're shifting locomotives in and out and back, like we got to send these over back to where the power is all the way over here. So when you're making those moves all the time, you could easily spend a few hours just just driving locomotives around the yard. So what I like to do is utilize the AI to help me out. So what I'm going to do, for example, I'll show you. I'm going to throw this switch so that it's thrown incorrectly, because the train's going to be coming this way and he's going to stop here, which I want, so that I can get to him later on and tell him where to go. There's our LCal 1161. So now what I can do is come back over here. So here's our power that we're just trying to send back. And now he's going to route up this way and then up to this pink spot. So I can do a set as lead unit and then AI recrew. And that allows me to move on to something else, like getting this train started over the hump. It really helps having the AI help. I just noticed this signal is still... Is that from when we were? Or is it? Yeah, it must be. Let me see if I can reset that. I think that's still in the... still in like the moon restricting from when we drove the train from Barstow here to Hobart Yard, and I messed it up. Yeah, there, I just fixed it. Okay. So here's our AI train coming across, and as soon as he gets out of the way, then I can get this KCK supply train going over the hump. And that should do it. So let's get back to our train, which is this one. Now I know it's this one, so I can click it, and now I can just hit the 5 key to jump to the front. And it's tagged hump. And then let me just double check that, because I think we messed up the switches, and I did. And you can see right here, this red, this is the 2 locomotives that I just sent up here that say none. See, they're already up now in this block. But when they get to that switch that I thrown against them, they're going to stop and just be waiting for me there. And then I can flip switches to get them up to where the power waits. Or where the power storage. So now we got the track lined correctly to get to the hump here. So all I got to do is just AI recrew, and that's it. And the AI is going to take them over the hump. And then I got this LCal 1161. He just got into the yard. Now another little thing is when a train pulls into Barstow Yard like this under AI control, when he gets to the end of the track, the AI will automatically relinquish the train, and it'll just be sitting here idling, waiting for you to come and do something with it. Unless you save your game and restart, then it'll be all the locomotives will be turned off. Unless the only locomotives that stay on are if they were under AI control when you saved your game and exited. Those will still be running, or when you load a world save, they're all off, but they fire up right away because they're under AI control. And they need to get moving. But any trains that were under your control or nobody's control and just idling, those will just stay, those will be off when you reload a save. Oh, now another thing too is I've got all four, these are the locomotives that came on the train all the way from Kansas City. And I think in real life, these would be pulled off and brought over to the power storage area. And then there'd be a designated set of like maybe 2 SD40s that they probably use to push the cars over the hump. And we'll do that later. I just didn't do it now, but because I got to get some more power into the yard. Right now, this SD70 looks really sharp. Right now, over here, as you can see, it's completely empty. We don't have anything in our power area there. So as these trains come onto the map, I'll start filling that up, and then I'll have probably at least 2 sets of dedicated hump power. Let's jump to the back and see what's going on. Oh, I can't jump to the back because I'm not in control. So I have to fly over here. And then what I'm going to do is the same thing. So let's go make that camera 1 right here. And then let's put our nice view here looking at the hump. Let's make that camera 2. So now I should be able to go back to camera 1. And we'll see if we run into any kind of problems with our tags as these cars go over the hump and into the bowl. But hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's all set up okay and they get sorted correctly. I decided to watch this train go over the hump, and it's about 25 minutes with no talking. So if you want to watch that, go right ahead. But if you prefer to just skip till hump operation is completed, you can just jump to the next chapter. I added chapters. Almost done here. Got just a few more cars left. Well, maybe 15, 10, 15. But the bull's looking pretty good. We're not filling up any tracks yet. Everything looks evenly dispersed, so we had our supply cars pretty randomly spread out between supply trains, so that looks good. you know what? Since we're not filling up any of the bowl tracks, while this train is finishing up, let's take care of the DPUs that we had sent over here. So you see how they're still here? So I'm going to keep them under AI control, but now what I can do is have the AI take them where I want them. So I'm going to route them through this shed, and then I need, let's see, I don't want to go, do I want to go through the shed? You know what, let's leave it as is, and then they'll go down this track, and then we'll send them down here, and they'll stop over there. Actually, I should have done, that's how I should do it. So I should have had those switches the way I have them currently, that one I just did. And then the AI he would have been waiting right here. And then I can just take him either to the fuel pads or further beyond to where the power, this is where you store all the locomotives right here. And then this is where the employees show up to go to work or to get in their car to go home. This is one of my biggest requests for the Run 8 developers would be to drastically increase the AI capabilities. I would love it if it was more like how in Railroader you can, or Railroader or trains, like you're able to tell the train to go to a specific point, specific marker. And then what would really be awesome is in trains, you can give the AI several instructions, like first go to this marker, then couple to this car, or like once you get to this point, then uncouple a specific car and then pull away and go somewhere else. You can like stack a bunch of commands. That would be incredible if Run 8 allowed that. To be able to, because right now you kind of got to do workarounds in order to get the train, like by flipping switches against it and stuff, and there's only so much you can do. But it's really fun once this, as you're going to see here in this series, once this railroad really gets filled up and there's cars everywhere all over the map, it's a lot of fun to just kind of have to manage and like tell the trains where to go and what to do to keep things flowing so it doesn't get all backed up. But it's a little tricky the way it currently is because there's only so much the AI can do. Like in this case right here, it'd be awesome if I could tell this train to go to a specific spot. But what I'm going to do is the same thing I just did with those other ones. So I'll just do that. And then, so it's relinquished. And then I just need to change the switches. So he's right here. So I'm going to send him up to the same spot the other ones are going. And because now I got rid of the hump in there, when I do AI recrew, now he's going to go forwards. And while he's doing that, let's just see. It looks like, yeah, oh man, we're barely even filled up. Wow. I did not expect that. I mean, this is a huge bowl. That looked like a pretty big train, and now just like glancing at these cars here, it makes it seem like it was a pretty small train. Because this bowl is like still empty, but that's good. That's great. We got to send more of these supply trains over. So these 4 locomotives here should or will follow this route and end up right behind the other 2 that I need to jump back to over here. And now I'm going to relinquish, do the relinquish when stopped. I can flip this switch. And then I can get them over here, and then we're going to send them, let's see, what do they got for fuel? Oh, maybe they need some fuel. They only got like a little over a quarter. So let's send them forward, and then we'll just put these on the fueling track. And maybe the other ones that are on their way here will put them into the power yard. So I think I'll flip this switch and put these on this track. And oh, do I have to? I need to fix this one. And what do we got over here? That's straight. So that looks pretty good. Let me put this as camera 1 because I'm going to have to come back over here. Okay, we can stop this one because I'm in control now, so I could have had the AI keep going, but yeah, let's do it. Like, so if I go up here, set as lead unit, AI recrew, and then I'll just have the AI move them to where I want. So it's up to you. This is where you play it how you want. You can either, I'm just kind of showing you what's possible. You can either do it manually yourself. You can hop in the locomotives and drive them around the yard. Or in this case, I have this AI crew in here doing it. I'm just a passenger. So however you want to do it. And I'll stop them just in these refilling stations. It used to be, I think years ago in Run 8, you had to be on the fuel pads in order to refuel. But then they changed it because I think it's possible that you could have like mobile refueling trucks in real life. So now you could just click a locomotive and hit refuel no matter where you're at. It doesn't matter. So I need them to stop at the end. Let's go outside. And then I'll just do stop and hold position and relinquish when stopped. So he'll slow down, but they don't slow down immediately. Now, if I wanted, I could hit stop immediately, but that looks kind of silly because it just stops like instantly. Oh, let's see if I got it. No, he's probably going to be a little too soon. Although, actually, it's probably fine because we only got 2 on here. So I'll just leave him where he is when he stops. Shut it down. And where's the other train that's coming? Oh, there they are. So he's going to follow the same path and end up over here. Oh, although I got to be careful because right now... Oh, no, we're good. So I can just put on the handbrake on both of these, shut them down, turn the headlights off, and that's it. I'll just relinquish this train. We're done with that one for now. And then let's take a look at these other 4, and these are going to go over to, we'll just put them in the power storage area. So I need to fix this switch. Where are they at? Oh, they're over there. Oh, and then while that's happening, it's up to you again, too. It's this, so like, for example, this one's still running. Actually, is this one too? We got another, oh yeah. Where's the exhaust coming out? Yeah, this one's on too. So this one's relinquished. This is the Galesburg, Illinois to Barstow that AI brought this one in. I guess I don't have to set handbrakes because there should be oh no. I thought the AI would have set handbrakes on all the cars, but they didn't. But I can shut these down. But if you're, going to be playing only for a little longer. It really doesn't matter because once you save your game and exit, then all these trains that were just idling, they'll be stopped and they won't turn back on because they're not under AI control. So it's really, when single player, it doesn't matter. If you're on a server, you definitely want to shut down the engines because they could just keep idling for days because it's never ends. Oh, so now I'll keep it under AI control for the moment. Flip this switch so he keeps going because that's what was holding him back. And now you got to also watch because since Auto's in control, he'll probably give him a signal out of the yard. Let's see if he does, if any of these light up green. Where are we at? Even though he doesn't have a tag, it's a BNSF train, probably would default to the Mojave Yard and Bakersfield Yard towards Tehachapi. So when he gets about halfway, I'll click here and then do stop. Does he have a signal yet? No, he doesn't have a signal here. So now I'll just do stop and hold position, and then I got to do relinquish because that's another thing too. The AI can't go backwards. I wish it could, but maybe in a later update they'll add that functionality. So I have to relinquish, and then I can, while he's slowing down, I'll just make sure these switches are all straight and correct, and then, yeah, let's just put him over there at the end, and then that one here is thrown against him, so he'll stop right there. So now all I got to do, because I flipped that switch here, all I have to do is just do set as lead unit and then AI recrew again. And now I know I can jump to any other. I could either just watch him or jump to another project, another area of the map. And I know he's going to stop in that track in the power storage area. Let's hop in and ride inside. And now I can do a relinquish when stopped. So he's going to stop up here, and then he'll relinquish. And then that's going to do it for this job. Oh, we got a men at work here and some garbage bags? Is that looks like garbage bags in there. And I think we'll wrap up episode number 2 right here. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for episode number 3.